So today, let's take out the starter and put a new one in. I'm pointing to it right now. You can see it right here. This thing is the starter right here. So it's got a couple fuses, or a couple wires attached to it. So this whole unit is a starter. So let's pop that out and pop a new one in. So before you get started and do anything, the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your negative terminal from your battery. It's going to be a 10mm. Take that off just so you don't short your ECU out or make any of the wires or the fuses short out while you do this. Like I said, 10mm. With that removed, just kind of tuck it out the way, and now we're good to start working on the starter. Next, we're going to disconnect the positive terminal from the actual starter. The way you do that, you take this little boot right here, move that boot back to the back just so you have access to that washer and nut. The nut is going to be a 12mm. If you can get a ratchet back there, more power to you, but more than likely you're going to have to use a wrench. 12mm. You want to get it loose and then probably get your hand in there and untighten it by hand because you don't want that to fall. Remove the 14mm bolt holding the starter onto the actual car. The way you're going to find it, you find this bolt right here. You go into this little crevice in here, it's going to be mounted right on the bottom side. So you're going to have to get in there with an extension on a ratchet. This one is real hard to do, I'm not going to lie to you. So you could also go in from underneath, jack the car up and take it in from underneath, but I don't have my jack right now and I need this done today, so I'm going to suffer through it going through the top. And this is what that mounting bracket looks like from underneath. Set up, I got a ratchet with a 3/8 extension and a 14mm on it. I cracked it loose, now I just got to slowly back it out. So once you get it out, this is what that bottom mounting bracket looks like. 14mm bolt. Let's kind of take that out. It's kind of long, so it's going to take a little while to take it out. I suggest once you break it loose, take the extension and kind of swivel it off, and then grab it with your fingers and twist it off with your hand. Just that way it doesn't fall, make it more convenient for you. And getting that bottom mount off is honestly the hardest part. That's pretty much the job. So next we're gonna go and take the 14mm and take that top mounting bracket off. Do keep in mind that once you take that top mounting bracket off, it's gonna be holding the negative terminal onto here. So that's gonna come off with it. Just make sure you don't drop anything. And I'm going in there with just a regular ratchet and 14mm attachment. You don't need the extension for this top one. And here's that top mounting bracket. Again, pretty long. So I'm just going to take your negative terminal, throw it out the way. And now we're ready to pull that starter out. So now we're going to go ahead and grab that starter. And we're going to take it out. So this is the old starter. Grab your new one and gonna do reverse order and put it back in. Now remember, when we take it out, there's that little solenoid connection that goes right here. So make sure you pull that tab and take the little solenoid connector off. Alright, here's our new starter. So we're gonna insert it back in and then put the bolts back in. Alright, so the new starter is in. Now we've got to bolt everything back on. Kyle finally came, but he came late. Make sure to reconnect your solenoid control. That's this little black thing right here. It's going to go onto this little tag right here. So starting with the top, we're going to feed the mounting bracket back to the negative terminal. Get it into here. Make sure everything's lined up. And we're gonna push it back in. Alright, top mount is back on. Now the hard part, the bottom. Bottom bolt back on. Now we just have to attach the positive terminal. Remember that screw for the positive terminal is a 12mm. And again, I'm gonna go in here with the wrench instead of the ratchet because I know I can't fit a ratchet in here. Once you get that bolt tight, slip the boot back on to keep it nice insulated. And now the starter installation is all set. Reconnect the negative terminal and we're gonna start the car. Hopefully it turns on. Alright, moment of truth. And we're back in business. Thanks for watching.